The private high school ghost. The private high school was commonly known as a place filled with wealthy students and excellent education. From the outside, the school looked like a palace of success and prestige, with large marble buildings, beautifully landscaped gardens, and spacious grounds for students to relax. Each building was meticulously designed, with elaborate carvings, stained glass windows, and a vast library containing thousands of books. The grounds were decorated with fountains, tall trees, and shaded benches, providing a peaceful atmosphere for study and relaxation. Students in neat uniforms seemed confident and successful, walking through the marble hallways with haste and purpose. But behind this magnificence, a dark secret was hidden. A few years ago, a beautiful female student named Chandra died mysteriously on school grounds. Chandra was not only beautiful but also an excellent student, with a talent for literature and dreams of becoming a famous writer. Her literary works always captivated her teachers and friends because of her vivid use of language and deep understanding of human emotions. She kept a secret diary where she recorded her thoughts, feelings, and experiences, revealing her complex and vulnerable inner world. It was said that she committed suicide, but no one knew the real reason. Her death left many questions and profound sadness among students and teachers, especially teacher Madonna, Chandra's literature teacher, who deeply mourned the loss of his favorite student. He always remembered her radiant smile, intelligent eyes, and profound questions in class. He felt as if he had lost his own daughter, and he couldn't accept the fact that she was gone. He still felt her presence in his classroom, especially when he read poetry that she liked. Seng, who was Chandra's friend, didn't believe this story. He knew Chandra well and knew she wasn't the type of person to think so short-sightedly. They had shared dreams and secrets together, and Seng knew she had a bright future ahead. He suspected something was wrong, and he was determined to uncover the truth, no matter what dangers he might face. Seng began to feel strange presences around him, especially in places where Chandra used to be. He felt as if she was still there, somehow trying to communicate with him. He often saw shadows passing quickly at the edge of his vision, and sometimes he heard whispers calling his name. He also had strange dreams in which Chandra told him she needed help. After Chandra's death, strange things began happening at the school. Many students and teachers claimed to have seen a female ghost walking the corridors at night. They heard unexplainable crying and whispering. Sometimes doors would open and close by themselves, and lights would flicker without reason. Fear spread throughout the school, and many students no longer dared to stay at school after dark. Ghost stories became folklore, with students whispering frightening tales to each other in classrooms and hallways. They said Chandra's ghost was seeking revenge or trying to contact someone to tell the truth about her death. Date was a student who always had problems with other students. He was Leng's son, and he often used his father's power to threaten other students. Date had a reputation for causing trouble and enjoyed bullying the weak. He often boasted about his exploits and how he could get away with everything due to his father's influence. One night, Date stayed at school late, playing basketball with his friends in the gym. Covered in sweat, he decided to go to the bathroom to clean up. The bathroom had dim lighting and a damp smell. Date walked to the sink and turned on the water. Suddenly, the lights began to flicker and the bathroom door shut by itself. Dade tried to open the door, but it seemed stuck. He was terrified, cold sweat starting to run down his back. His heart was beating fast, and he felt as if someone was watching him. When he turned around, he saw a female ghost standing behind him. The ghost had hollow black eyes and a pale face. Her long hair covered her face, and she was wearing torn clothes, stained with blood. Her hands reached out toward Dade as if she wanted to grab him. Dade was so frightened that he lost consciousness and fell to the floor. The next morning, school security found Dade unconscious in the bathroom, and he claimed he had been haunted by a ghost. This incident increased the fear among students, and even some teachers were hesitant to stay at school after dark. They began to believe that the school was truly haunted, and they should avoid dark and quiet places at night. Teacher Madonna also felt strange presences in the school. He often heard whispers calling Chandra's name, and he felt as if she was near him. Seng wasn't afraid of Chandra's ghost. He believed her ghost was trying to tell him something. He began to investigate Chandra's death, asking friends, teachers, and other witnesses. He discovered that before her death, Chandra had been abused by a male student named Leng. Leng was an influential male student at the school. He was the son of the school security guard, and he often used his father's power to abuse other students. Leng had an arrogant and cruel personality, and he always thought he could do whatever he wanted. He was in love with Chandra, but she didn't love him back. He was angry with her and always tried to force her to be with him. He had threatened her and abused her, but she always refused him. Teacher Madonna had noticed bruises on Chandra's arms, but she just said she had fallen. Leng always boasted to his friends that he would make Chandra his girlfriend, even if she didn't want to. Seng suspected that Leng had killed Chandra. He believed that Leng had abused her until she slipped and fell from the window. He needed evidence to prove this and bring the murderer to justice. But all evidence seemed to be lost or well hidden. Seng discovered that the security camera near the scene of the incident was broken, and no one had seen what happened. One night, Seng and his friends were helping a teacher organize the computer room on the second floor. Bona, Seng's classmate, saw a strange shadow at the window. She told the teacher and Seng, and they decided to go look. They saw the shadow of a female standing near the stairs. The shadow was dressed in white and had long hair covering her face. They called to her, but she didn't stop, and they followed her. The shadow led them to the back of the school, which was quiet and dark. The shadow stopped near an old tree and disappeared there. Seng noticed that the shadow looked a lot like Chandra. The tree looked strange, with dark branches and dead leaves. Seng was very curious. He knew that Chandra's ghost had appeared there many times. He suspected that there was something important there that the ghost wanted to show them. He decided to return to that place again the next day to look for hidden mysteries. He felt that Chandra's ghost was trying to communicate with him. He also felt that there was a negative energy around that tree, and he had the feeling that someone was watching him. The next day, Seng and his friends returned to the back of the school. They found an old building nearby, and they saw a security camera installed on that building. The camera looked old and broken, but they hoped it might have recorded something. They asked permission from the building manager to watch the camera footage. At first, the manager was hesitant, but after Seng explained the situation, they agreed. Seng and his friends watched the video, and what they saw shocked them greatly. The video clearly showed Leng abusing Chandra in the classroom. He pulled her, slammed her against the wall, and shouted at her. Chandra tried to resist and ran away from Leng, but she slipped and fell from the window. Seng knew he had found the evidence he needed to show the truth. He also saw that Leng's father, who was the school security guard, came into the incident room immediately and seemed to be hiding something. He even saw teacher Madonna in that room looking shocked and scared. Seng and his friends took the security camera footage to the police station and filed a complaint. The police opened an investigation and they found that Leng had indeed killed Chandra. Leng was arrested and sentenced to prison. Leng's father was also arrested for conspiracy and destroying evidence. The truth about Chandra's death was revealed, and her ghost finally found peace. The school organized a memorial for Chandra, and all students and teachers mourned her loss. The school also changed its rules and regulations to protect students from harassment and violence. Teacher Madonna resigned from his position because he felt that he had failed to protect his student. He also felt guilty because he knew that Leng was abusing Chandra, but he didn't do anything to stop him. After this case, the school changed forever. All students learned an important lesson about the importance of standing up for what is right and protecting those who are vulnerable. They learned that violence and harassment are unacceptable, and they must do everything they can to protect each other. Seng became a hero in the eyes of students and teachers. He was remembered as a brave and just person who fought for the truth despite the dangers. He went on to become a famous investigator and helped solve many crimes. The story of Chandra and Seng was told at the school for many years. It became folklore, reminding everyone that truth always wins in the end, and justice always prevails. And sometimes even ghosts can play an important role in bringing justice to the deceased. The high school was no longer remembered as a place abundant with wealth and prestige. Now it was remembered as a place where justice was served, no matter the cost. And Chandra's ghost was said to still walk the corridors of the school, quiet and content, knowing that the truth had been revealed.